But we have Chim in studio for the Big Scoop on Kiss. That's the hashtag. I see guys waiting for you, Jim Akina, Ismail, Nunya, who are locked in. And so, first story, where are we starting off?
Let's start with EMB records. Bahati tena.
I was going to be like, tena. What has happened now?
Tena.
Because last time you told us it was the whole conversation around Mr. Seed leaving.
Yes.
Clay Onyango starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah,
page,
so that Bahati
right?
can pay back his debts.
Yeah.
And you know, by the way, interestingly enough, Mr. Sid and Bahati fell out over mandazis and tea.
How now?
That entire fight was about mandazi and tea.
How now?
Mr. Sid's wife, Nemo, during the 31st, the concert that was held on the 31st of December 2018, she decided, you know what, this is a missed opportunity. I could sell chai na mandazi to the revelers.
Yeah.
And reportedly, Diana Marwa saw this and felt like, okay, this should be an EMB thing. This should be our money-making avenue. So they had a falling out because she was like, yo, we should be doing this. And
we should
Nemo,
have done this.
No, we should be doing this.
Okay.
Nemo felt like the idea is mine, so she refused to back down. Good girl.
She already had the mandazis and the chai. How do you back down from that?
So she was supposed to hand them over to?
So can you imagine? She had the chai and the mandazi, and on top of that, she was pregnant.
Yeah, because
and then bouncers were sent to kick out. So
police
and bouncers. And then, so she had to leave her chai and mandazi behind. Even me, I'll never forgive you.
And she was in her 3rd trimester.
Yeah.
Like,
and
honestly.
Mr. Sid said that he has no ill will towards Diana Marwa because she did not make the call. It was Bahati. Now, for me, what blows my mind is you get Shafis like me calling cops on your pregnant fiance, your pregnant wife.
Okay.
I thought we were boys.
Yeah.
Yes. Why would I do that?
Or call me
the same way,
if
but
you
you
have
exactly.
valid claims.
Exactly.
Why are you guys looking at this, Yani, from one angle? It's the same way. If you're going to use that argument, it's the same way Bahati was not going to do anything because he was told by his wife. If you're bringing issues of wives here, and me respecting you, if I expect you to respect my wife, even you, as Chim, I should expect you to respect your wife.
But Kabla, you bring in cops, call me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Call me. Ata kama you agree with your wife, call me and be like, there's this situation. And then, you guys can sort it out. You can work it out.
Actually,
your boys, you can work it out.
Bahati is not smart. The quickest way Bahati would have handled this situation is by just calling Sid as a face and tell him, hey, wife yako anauzi watu chai bila sukari.
So what has happened now?
All right, so now there are new developments. If you thought guys like Mr. Sid leaving was bad, Bahati's own brother has decided, forget this label. Me, I'm off. I'm storming away.
Okay, hold on. Who is
Bahati's manager?
Okay, we know about the manager going.
The manager has left.
Yeah, the manager quit. You don't remember Chim was here telling us?
No, they were having issues.
They were having issues.
Yeah.
It was not confirmed that he was leaving.
Yes, but they were having issues. Officially. Now he's left. Bahati's brother, a guy by the name of Kyoko, also decided, you know what, bruh, me I'm off.
Atamika mi unanita tu Kyoko, unipeji na cool pia mi naenda.
So now,
what does Kyoko do? Hold on, what does Kyoko do?
Kyoko is a guy for behind the scenes.
Oh, okay, he's like the guy caretaker.
No. But now let me ask you. So who is left? I think it's a shorter list of who's left.
There's also a singer by the name of Rebecca Soki.
Oh, okay.
She had been signed. She's one of these ladies that do the whole praise and worship type music.
Actually,
she left, and when she left, she said,
this lady was unveiled at the KICC. It was a big unveil.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was a big signing for EMB.
Yes, because she's
confirming that she has left.
She left saying what?
She was like, yo, this guy it's not about ministry. It's about business. And even then, it's not the best type of business, like not the best business practices. So if we can't marry ministry, which I'm passionate about, with business, then
it's
I'm
all
off.
good, yeah.
And everyone, if you notice, Shafi, everyone who's leaving is saying poor business practices are behind why they're leaving. Investors are also complaining about bad business practices.
So investors are not only crying. Investors are broke.
So who is left? Only Bahati?
Bahati and Diana Marwa left.
Bahati, Diana Marwa, mixer, microphone, headphones.
So now where is Bahati heading to? Because clearly maybe it's not music. Maybe wanaanza kuact.
Now actually Bahati signed an artist called Danny Gift on a 10-year contract.
How?
A contract that sounds like slavery.
Okay. Who is that Danny Gift? That's what I'm telling you. When I did Traffic, I was just hollering at guys of Ngong and guys of Ronga who are coming to look for a recording studio. Don't get trapped. Because now this Danny Gift, he has been given the gift of 10 years.
10-year contract.
I mean, even
football players don't get 10 years.
Maze.
Even in your work.
Even in your work.
Yeah.
How old is this Danny Gift?
This guy has been in the industry for a while. He's been struggling.
Now I understand.
So for me personally, as Uncle Chimtuna, it looks like a desperate move.
No,
this guy probably has weighed the options and decided, well,
I'm going nowhere.
I'd rather the slavery than oblivion.
Yeah, I'm going nowhere.
Yeah.
But 10 years, man.
His name is Danny Gift.
Yeah.
And 10
has he ever released the song?
He has actually.
But but if it was a 10-year contract when a label is thriving and maybe I wouldn't judge. I'd be like, okay,
sour.
But when everybody is Torokai,
maybe he's looking at it and saying the way everyone's leaving, Bahati is probably looking to fix that image. So Bahati will really, really push.
No. I don't think Danny Gift thinks like that. Danny Gift has just ameangukia. Yeah. Because by the time you're agreeing to a 10-year deal, Adele, let me tell you something. You've sold your soul to that person, to that record label.
Such a long time. A child is being born now.
Speaking of soul,
by the time he's leaving,
you guys don't understand. Let me just break it down for you. This Steve Gift will work for Bahati.
Danny, Steve
This Danny Gift guy will work for Bahati until we see another president.
Oh wow. So
now Shafi had mentioned selling souls and all.
Yeah.
There's a soul that actually had invested in Bahati's business, who is not doing too well.
Okay.
His name is Benson Thuranira. He was the first guy to literally accuse Bahati of being
a thug.
Yeah, like not being a straightforward.
Can we just call this guy what he is?
A gospel conning him of money.
Yes. And this guy had everything, came complete with OB numbers, everything. The case is in court, but he just keeps being frustrated. Like every time the case comes up for mentioning, there's an adjournment. He's told come back in another 3 months, come back in another 6 months. And his luck has just gone from bad to worse because after investing his money in an artist he believes, stood for something and getting conned, allegedly he believes he was conned. He only got paid like 25 G's or something like
yes,
that.
He's only recovered 25 G's since the case started. And the case, the hearing now, I don't know, it's been postponed to like in 2 months.
And then
the case that started last year there.
With all this happening, his mother's passed away.
Oh man.
So now he's looking around, he's like, yo, I could really have used the money, but
especially now.
And I've had to sink even more money into fighting to get back what I'm owed.
That's true.
Both of you missed the show last week. We were here with Kalunde.
Yeah.
And we were having a discussion.
Kalundu.
We're having a she's tiny. No, she's tiny, so I add her. Yeah. So we're having a discussion around who is breaking all these stories from Bahati's table, in the sense that when it comes to issues of money, it's Clay, a guy called Clay.
Yeah, Onyango, yes.
Clay Onyango, who is in Sweden.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even him has been conned. He pumped money into EMB and Bahati has played him. So he decided to take matters into his own hands. He started a GoMe fund. He wants guys to fundraise and pay, and that money can be used to pay all the people who Bahati owes.
Money.
And then, as in last Friday, I was like, but now I get it. The only way guys will get money from Bahati is if Bahati fund go ahead and contribute in that Go fund. And if there's someone who's running it, if it's legit, once the money in gears like this, they start sambazing, paying people's debts. Because someone like Ben, he's wasting more money in court, chasing the case.
Yeah.
He needs to bury his mother.
On.
Yeah. So Clay has something good going on.
It kind of raises the question of, for me personally, as a guy sitting on the outside looking in at the gospel industry, I'm looking at the older gospel acts and I'm like, where does mentorship come in? When you see this young boy, this little boy who claims to serve the same God that you serve, this little God who claims to represent the same God that you represent, doing all of these things, get accused of all these things to the point where court cases are instituted against him. Where does the mentorship come in? Because now gospel is a joke.
Yeah.
Honestly, gospel is a joke. Your God is looking really terrible.
Man, it's quite hectic, and you can read the full story for the Big Scoop on Kids, and we're on to the next scoop,
which is all about the parting of legs.
Okay.
Shafi, your friend, Akose.
Yes, boss mama, the president of all the single mothers.
She's had a rough week.
Not rough.
Not for her.
Not for her.
She's so self-aware.
No. He has no clue who Akode is. That's why Akode is my friend and Adele's also mentor.
Mentor, my friend.
It's crazy. It is crazy. So these photos had surfaced of Akothe during a concert, and she was going through her dance routine, And I don't know why the photographer, I don't know if it's Akothee or the photographer, who decided to release some very awkward photos.
Yeah.
Of her dancing. You know the way you go through a whole routine, and then at some point she was lying on the floor, and her legs were up in the air.
Yeah.
Mose Kenyans went hard. Kenyans really attacked her. They were like, yo, this is trash. The memes were fire though. The memes are funny. But
I this whole facade that we have every so often, where we pretend we're so full of values and, you know, our morals must be used to police other people. Where are those morals?
When people are stealing 91 billion.
Exactly.
No, first of all, you know, we just need to confirm one thing, that in the 254, nobody has the right to discuss or talk about morals. And we have not appointed any moral police. Yes, kuna police were held. We know. Somebody decided to go ahead and make a function.
Make it a crime.
Make a function to introduce us to the help police. So, you know, until that day, until it's insane or considered that we have a moral police, that's when people like Ezekiel Mtoka can never come and speak. But until then, everybody can just do whatever they want to do, how and where they want to do it,
as long as they don't break the law
or infringe on your rights. Which there was nothing
like on your face.
that she did,
like forcing you to open your legs. Did they ask any other person to open their legs?
And then
actually she fired back. Akothee was like, fam, these legs are for opening. Fam, you have to love just how resilient she is.
And also, I think people sometimes attack people who are an emblem of who we want to be. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to be that as self-aware,
as free, spirited as
so it really bites you when you're seeing someone just living their best life, and maybe you have insecurities, you have you obviously start going to attack them. But I love that she's strong and she holds her own, and she's like, I've told you guys years ago, I'm not a role model.
And I've never been. So why are you branding me a role model?
You didn't have a conversation with me to appoint me
as a role model ambassador. Ujinga tutoe hapa bana.
You can check out every video she did, because there are quite a few, on mpasho.co.ke. But right now we have Ngo and Shafi, where we have Khaled's Better coming up in the next 10 minutes. Right about now, we need to get into the next scoop. That's why Jim is here.
So, let me ask you, Adele. Would you reconcile with a deadbeat dad if you had one? Like Shafi, if you had a deadbeat dad, would you reconcile with him?
Now, yeah, I would. So that I could sit down and they can explain to me why they were, deadbeat. Just for information before I plan my next
It depends
move.
what to reconcile with.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like have a conversation with. Because I can walk away from the conversation still like...
That's what I'm saying, because I have a plan. I'm reconciling because I have an agenda. Plus also, I'm doing it because I'm doing okay.
I don't know.
If I was having issues, there was no way. If I was still suffering, if I still have daddy issues, if I'm not like... if I'm still stuck in that space where I feel like I should have had a father, there was no way I'm reconciling.
And I think also it depends their situation. Like when they left, what are the dynamics?
No. Deadbeat is a deadbeat.
That's a very good point, though. That's a very good point.
Deadbeat is a deadbeat.
Because I think
there's some instances where when a couple separates, sometimes the woman will weaponize the children against the father, so they keep the children alienated from the father. That does happen.
And I would be very unforgiving if somebody was enjoying the good life.
That's the thing.
That's
my point exactly. If I'm suffering, there's definitely we're causing. There's beef.
What happened? Who is reconciling with their dad?
Actually, Diamond is faced with this very question.
Okay.
Diamond's father walked out of the family when Diamond was in Form 1, and he wasn't really involved in their life.
Yeah.
Although, according to him, he says Diamond used to visit him from time to time, but he stopped when he broke up with Wema Sepetu.
Yeah.
I don't know. Diamond's father is sick. Actually, like really, really sick.
Yeah.
Really sick. And he's been pleading with Diamond for help. And Diamond has decided, you know what, fam? Nah, I owe you nothing. I'm giving you nothing.
Yeah.
Go die. Literally. Go die.
I have an issue with Diamond's behavior because if he was still like, the guy left when he was in Form 1. That's a long time ago. This is a new Diamond. So he started having that bond with the father as when he was a star, right? Because when Masiput was just the other day.
Yeah.
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 So what changed? more money, or is the guy demanding more money, or is it that
there's more family dynamics?
No. The finances now are becoming a bit complicated because when someone is sick, it's gonna take a toll in a family, especially if you're the only guy who's bringing in the chums. Yeah, because definitely Romy Jones. Yeah, where does he DJ? If he doesn't DJ for Diamond is the one who pays his bills.
Wow.
And then the mom on the other hand, she's just a spendthrift. She's just dating young boys.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one for Diamond.
Well, on one hand, his half-sister, Zubaida, flew in from the UK and was like, our father cries himself to sleep because of the pain. He has a problem with his legs. And I don't know.
So Zubaida was just pleading. Go away, what?
No, Zubaida was just pleading like, if you can't do something, at least pay a bill. Help this man.
I told you that's the issue.
Help this man just.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, does he want money or does he want
the issue
to have a conversation with Diamond?
No. The issue why Diamond is just cutting them off is because automatically
you're seeing me as a cash cow, not for who I am.
Every time they want him to come over is for money. Anytime they want to have any conversation is because of money. And another thing you need to understand is that when you're discussing deadbeat fathers, like the question you posed to me, with Diamond, he was in Form 1. When someone is in Form 1, they are an adult. Yes, you're not like technically an adult, but you remember. But if your father walked out on you, even before you could even comprehend anything, like at the age of 3, 4, anywhere below 5 years old, that's different.
I think in a way there's some sort of trauma because
there's more beef when the walking away is happening. Yeah. When you're 3 years old,
No, but you see, as you grow up, let me tell you why the trauma comes in. When kids go to school and you're seeing other families having, or even just in the neighborhood, having a mother and a father, a mother and a father, and a mother and a father, you start actually, there's some, not trauma, but conditions. You start feeling like, is it my fault? And it's worse because you don't understand it. At Form 1, maybe you understand.
Well,
why they broke up.
Because the way I'm looking at it is like this: when you've grown up without a father, you form like a baseline that becomes your normal.
Baseline, that's your normal. Eventually, But
now the problem is, as a young man, when you see your father walk out,
and you can understand
and as a young man, you need your father. When you're in your teenage years, that's when you really need your father. And you see him walk out. Now it actually becomes worse because you're like,
that hate.
Then you ask yourself, like, am I the cause?
We're not saying that what you're saying is
I think both sides have some sort of trauma.
But I have a solution for the Adele side of the story, where Adele says, when you enroll in school and then there's Parents' Day, there's what?
There's trauma.
I'm not saying there's no, but let me tell you how that one now plays out. If your mother is as good as Juicy Smollett, if your mom can give you some lies that are just, Oscar-winning lies, let me tell you, you'll be okay.
But guys, listen, we want to know what you think. What you would do if you were in Diamond's shoes. Yeah. Would you help your dad? Would you
if I was
pay a bill?
And I know for a fact that he walks away on us, when I'm rich, I don't want to see your ass.
Would you pay a bill or not?
Bills. Nothing.
No. The hashtag.
In fact, I'll even pay doctors not to see you.
I will, Jim.
So waiting for you to play one of our stars.
I was waiting for that intro music.
But guys, I haven't done it in like 4 weeks.
Moving on, as we did we enjoyed it. Good one.
Okay.
Alright, so let's talk about Dennis Okari.
Yeah.
Also known as ex Mr. Betty Chalo.
Okay.
Wow.
Just leave people their identities, please. Dennis Okari,
Yes, Betty Chalo's ex-husband.
Yeah.
He's moved on. He's now married.
He's actually like married.
Yeah, he's moved on. He's married. So that means the divorce is final. It's been settled. He's married. And in her congratulatory messages, among them, Betty Chalo did actually congratulate him. And in one of those messages, she alluded to him being a deadbeat dad in the same breath. So,
Yeah, I know. Last week we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, she actually, apparently Betty was on her live. I think whether it was an Insta Live, and someone asked the question in relation to the fact that, what do you have to say about Okari's new bae?
Yeah.
The fact that his status now is newly married.
Yeah.
And it was like,
yours is still
single. Ni sawa tu, lakini ajue tu yeye bado ni deadbeat. Actually, the question was, are you co-parenting? How's the co-parenting situation?
Yeah, you co-parenting,
yes. She was like, co-parenting for who? I'm a single mother.
Oh, man.
And that definitely, majority of people concluded that this dude does not help in raising the baby.
Oh, man.
Yes, that was last week. Fast forward to this week.
This week now, she's been unleashing photos alluding to having a new bae.
Even and guys at the desk. Even in the papers today, like
that's a good thing for her. Love is nice.
Fam. We would have known about this new bae.
She's doing what exactly
what
Zari did. Remember when Mpasho did a comparison of Zari and our very own royalty, Tanasha. Yes.
Donna, yes.
Yeah. She did the most. She actually even got her whole gang of Zarilets to come out and flood the TL of Mpasho on Instagram.
Maze.
Yeah. So like right now, it's here. Betty.
Yeah, she's betting on better days, and I'm like,
I'm betting on better days.
Oh, that's an article in this. You know this free.
No, let's move on. Please don't be petty.
Ban for rapping Nyama. The one that the Standard gives you for rapping Nyama.
Or maybe even though she's alluding to it, guys.
And also she was spotted at the Shapai resort. She's been posting pictures and stuff. And in Naivasha,
still enjoying the sponsored content.
On the same weekend, her ex-husband Dennis Okari was getting married. She actually she took a vacation on that particular day.
As she
was taken on vacation.
Yeah.
It was sponsored wedding. Not sponsored wedding. It was a sponsored content vacation.
But even Okari, I remember I was telling Adele,
doing her
even Okari
jobo.
Went on a sponsored honeymoon. It's like he never learned from the last time.
Oh my God.
You know what?
You know the problems. Listen, the problem, let me tell you, when you do these things, when you go and publicize everything about your life, and there's nothing personal or private, the moment things go south, don't catch feelings when Chief is calling you.
You know, when
because
I call
now
you,
we are part of this Toro.
Maze, we want to see it to the end.
It's like when
Calligraph Jones himself.
Okay.
But then this guy was accused by his ex-girlfriend Kashi of being violent, of issuing threats. Actually, that you guys had that interview.
We
here,
had
right?
her in studio, yeah.
Yeah, and then he decided to release a song that featured him killing one of his exes, a woman who he found in bed with another man.
Cheating.
Cheating, which I found very pointed because, I mean, he had accused Kashi of cheating.
I just didn't know.
Well, the particular song was already on his album Testimony, but the video now was released after Kashi, made her debut single, and also came out and talked about their relationship.
Yeah, and his fans have been jumping on his comment section on Instagram and asking him like, "Yo, what's up with Kashi? Will you guys ever collab again?" And then this guy, I like his approach. He just
brain drain. So Chim, where are you ending with? What are you ending with?
Kenya. This time there's a love story, reconciliation.
Why do you sound happy? Because normally
I'm not happy.
You're not
sounding happy.
You're not for love.
I'm not happy.
Okay.
He's not feeling blessed.
Maze.
So what is it?
So Lilian Muli seems to have reconciled with the father of her son,
the community
and
husband.
She even said she regretted what she posted. Yes, the comment about being a community husband.
So he's not a community husband anymore.
No, he's no longer a community husband.
She's just not calling him that in public.
No, he's no longer a community husband. Now he's called the love of my life, etc., etc. So they are back together, and she seems happy. She's been glowing. She's even been talking about like this is the rebrand of Lilian Muli. Her rebrand involved her going back to her ex.
Yeah.
Jared Neverton.
Man, sometimes like when because that's why you always told don't ingilia like trying to arbitrate or pick a side because you never know when people will like get back together.
And I wonder how this guy is also going to take back his statement because he said the only thing she was good for was walking.
Even him, he needs to because that was very,
Anyway,
at least he gets to see more of what you want to see.
The thing is this.
It's very mean.
In a relationship, you throw your shot, I throw my shot. If we decide to reconcile after that, I think that's what we call a ceasefire. So the only thing I can conclude from all this, this war is not over.
Because him is not
December in fact, Easter.
Guys, you can check out the story on pasha.co.ke. Actually, all the scoops that Chim has brought us